Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Mitch. I'm from Core Books, and I feel like I need to say something in light of what's happening with some of the libraries across Staffordshire. So yesterday, Reform-led Staffordshire County Council has ordered Staffordshire libraries, 42 of them in total, to remove Pride Month displays and cancel all connected and themed activities. This is the same thing that happened with Thatcher's government in Section 28, and it is also the same thing that happened in Nazi Germany. Sounds a bit dramatic, but boot bans only lead to one place ultimately. So let me tell you a bit about Section 28. It was introduced by Margaret Thatcher's government, which prohibited local authorities and state schools from intentionally promoting homosexuality or treating same-sex relationships as acceptable. This also blocked public institutions and libraries, youth centres from endorsing or openly discussing LGBTQ plus lives or topics. Look what's happening now. And it led to stifled education because a lot of teachers and educators were afraid to open talk about it for fear of losing the job. It also led to increased bullying, harassment and community isolation. So that's that bit. Moving on to, few nicer things that have happened, just to show how far we've come, but yet it's not as far as we think, because this only happened sort of in living memory for a lot of people. So the decriminalisation of homosexuality was partly decriminalised for consenting adults over 21 in 1968. It's not that long ago really, and that was in England and Wales. Scotland, it was then 1980, and Northern Ireland 1982. In the year 2000, the age of consent was equalised to 16 for all sexual orientations, and obviously the Section 28 was repealed in 2000 in Scotland and in 2003 for England and Wales. So again, that even affected my childhood. I grew up, I knew I was gay from about 10. I didn't have the words for it. I just knew I liked looking at boys, and it led to a lot of confusion and isolation because there weren't the words for it because of Section 28. So I will just move on to the Stonewall riots. This is a bit about why we have Pride now. So the Stonewall riots of 1969 were the catalyst for modern LGBTQ rights, rights movements and global Pride marches. I mean, first and foremost, Pride is a protest, and that happened obviously because the clash between police and the LGBT community with raids in New York. It's also important to look up, but I can't go on forever. So I'm just going to mention a few important people that you should maybe look up. Maybe ask the library for books, because they can still give them out. They're just not allowed to display them, apparently. So I think if we'll go in asking for certain books about certain historical figures, it's the best thing we can do, and obviously shout as loud as you can. But okay, so we'll go on. So Harvey Milk is the first openly gay elected official in 1977. Marsha P. Johnson was a black trans woman, often credited as throwing the first brick at the Stonewall riots. Without her and others like her, we would not have the rights we do today. We've got Alan Turing, who cracked the Enigma code, leading to the end of World War II. Unfortunately, because he was a gay man, he was chemically castrated by the UK government and eventually did kill himself. But we've also got Oscar Wilde, Freddie Mercury, Andy Warhol, Alexander the Great, Leonardo da Vinci, Isaac Newton, Emily Dickinson, Virginia Woolf, Josephine Baker, Frida Kahlo, Bayard Ruskin, Billie Holiday, James Baldwin, Tab Hunter, Divine, John Waters. I mean, and the list goes on of very important LGBTQ people. A lot we don't even know, we take for granted. Again, because of Section 28, there's a lot of these historical figures that we just don't learn about in school until most recently. But obviously that is slowly eroding away. So go to your local libraries. Obviously I'm a bookshop. If you want to come buy them from me, that's amazing. And now, of course, I do have a lot of LGBT books here, but libraries are the ones that are under threat at the minute. So go borrow those LGBT books. Stamp your feet, write to your local councillors, your MPs. Do not let this happen again, because it only leads one way, and it is not good. Also, I'm probably so emboldened because I watched Russell T Davies's new show Tiptoe on Channel 4. It's very good, very important, harrowing, but very important, and I urge you all to watch it. Yes, so that's me. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Thank you.